Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, a vibrant and diverse tourist destination with a rich heritage and warm hospitality. Known for its rich history, vast deserts, and cultural heritage, it is on the cusp of a tourism renaissance. Saudi Arabia is passionately positioning itself as a global sports hub. With a recent surge in efforts, the Kingdom is making waves in international sports, with tennis taking centre stage. Saudi Arabia is rising to new heights, embracing sports excellence on the world stage, with tennis having a leading role.
Saudi Tennis Federation definitely made a lot of changes recently with tennis in the country. As you can see, all the huge events are coming. Saudi Tennis is definitely working so hard to build, a tennis community, but also to bring international events. So I think from inside and outside, all eyes are on Saudi Tennis Federation, and hopefully all the best.
In recent years, the Saudi Tennis Federation has embarked on an exhilarating journey, reaching far beyond the realm of professional athletes to connect with schools and ignite the spirits of young enthusiasts. This is the reason why tennis icon Rafael Nadal has agreed to become an ambassador of the Saudi Tennis Federation, engaging ever more people.
For many years, the Federation was there. Now, with everything that's happening and with the support of the Olympic Committee and the Ministry of Sport, there's a transformation strategy for all federations.
Development of tennis has been obvious in the last couple of years here in Saudi Arabia. We got into the schools. Mass programs is one of the biggest pillars in the development of a sport. So raising awareness with high numbers to populate then our clubs and our academies has been one of our priorities, and I think we have delivered so far. And then also bringing these high-profile events such as NextGen ATP Finals.
Federation been very active with the tennis in Saudi, to be honest. We've been facing a lot of changes and a lot of things that have been happening for the past year or so. It is very, very interesting to be part of this area, to be in the center of all of this.
Pioneering progress in the realm of development, the Saudi Tennis Federation is on a fervent mission to break down barriers and champion equality on every front, whether it's age, gender, or region. With groundbreaking initiatives and tailor-made youth programs, the Federation is nurturing a culture of inclusivity that transcends the boundaries of the court. And the mission doesn't stop there.
I think the Federation is working really hard of being very inclusive. So they're bringing people here who are the children of intellectual disabilities. They're bringing all the genders, male and females. They're also really covering 8 different age groups. They've had the ITF recently, who they had, the first one in Riyadh. They had a lot of people competing from Saudi and also international. So I think they're really doing a good job being very inclusive and trying to include all different ages, males, females, as well as people with disabilities, which I think is really important.
In terms of the Tennis Federation, I do see amazing level of support when it comes to the female athletes. The President and the Kingdom do empower females. It is part of our vision to have more of a gender equality and even city by city equality, meaning every city and every athlete from different city will be treated equally, and the motivation comes honestly from above, from the kingdom itself.
I am very proud and very pleasant that we had this opportunity from His Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman and the Minister of Sports, Prince Abdulaziz, for allowing us to participate in such a big event in Saudi Arabia as we present the Saudi women in sports. So I'm here as a referee. I was a chair umpire and I was a line umpire. So I had different roles in this competition.
In a visionary move for equality and to boost female participation, the Federation made a groundbreaking decision: mixed championships for boys and girls up to 10 years old.
Actually, this was my idea because the little girls, they couldn't find other peers that they could we open, a category for 10 and under. So the only way for them to compete, otherwise they would be playing against each other all the time. So the only way was for me to include them in the boys category. And we've done a research to see if other federations or other nations adopted this, and we found in France, they do that. Under the age of 10, boys and girls can join in the same competition. And it was fantastic. It was approved by the Ministry of Sports. They supported us big time, and I think this is a great step.
Having boys and girls playing together is good because everybody can improve his playing, learning from boys and girls.
One of the most important things being a father of a girl. It's a baby girl that she wants to play tennis. However, before we cannot play tennis because the girls under 10 cannot be on the courts. And this pinnacle change and also the shift that we have seen, that having the girls play as a mix with the boys, especially for the ages 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, it only speaks how the leaders on top of the tennis federations and the sports ministry shows that the care.
Tennis is leaving a vibrant mark on Saudi sports, emerging as a potent force in the nation's athletic evolution. The peak of this surge is the exciting collaboration between the ATP, the Saudi Arabian Ministry of Sport, and the Saudi Tennis Federation.
ATP Tour, which is the governing body of men's professional tennis, we're very excited to have this new cooperation with the Saudi Tennis Federation, with the Ministry of Sport and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Very positive for the ATP. We're delighted to how the event has gone with the NextGen ATP Finals. Very important sporting asset for us, and for us to reach new fans, new audience, and to further globalize our sport into new markets like Saudi Arabia. We're delighted, and it's been a long time coming because we've been discussing this for a while, but we're very happy.
I think this was the first step, ATP having the faith in Saudi Arabia and coming. It gives us also faith and the drive to push forward. And like you said, it's just the beginning, is the first step. We still have a long way to go, but this will encourage us to work harder and bring other kind of events at lower levels to take care of the development of our tennis players, because we take care of the players from the grassroots all the way up.
Bringing the NextGen ATP Finals from Saudi Arabia is definitely a milestone within the tennis ecosystem, not only for Saudi but also for the ATP and for the tours around the world. I think it's definitely the right relationship to build with the ATP, as it's an ATP asset and it's an ATP flagship event. So working alongside the ATP to deliver this event has built a very strong relationship with the tour. And like you just mentioned, it's a big milestone for the country, and it's only the start of many projects that are in the pipeline, and there's a very exciting future for tennis within the kingdom.
Really proud of my country for having this event, and the next superstars are going to be coming from Saudi Arabia to the whole world. So it's a really good thing that when the superstars become legends, I hope so, because if they look at their past, they're going to see that they started at Saudi Arabia, and that's a really good thing for my country.
I feel very honored that my hometown of Jeddah is the first place in the Arab world to have the ATP final, and I'm really excited for it.
In the exhilarating weeks leading to the first ever NextGen ATP Finals in the Middle East, the Federation ignited excitement. Through a dynamic fan engagement program at schools, compounds and malls, they sparked a newfound passion for tennis. Meanwhile, outside the King Abdullah Sports City, a lively fan village emerged, a hub of excitement with games and activities for all ages.
This community engagement program we are running, that we visit every day, we visit schools, university, we go to parks, we go to shopping malls. It's important to bring the sport of tennis closer to the people. Here it's like a grassroots, we're doing a grassroots work program. On the one hand side, we want to that people come to the stadium to watch the matches, but on the other hand, first they have to get into the sport, learn about what's the beauty of tennis. They can practice, they can have fun playing around. So our goal is also to bring people as amateurs on the tennis courts.
Today we won t-shirts, there was a tournament here, and we also won hats. From shooting stuff in the basket.
I can't believe that I won a ticket for ATP Next Gen. This is very, very heart-touching moment.
We are extremely satisfied with the success of the fan zone as well. We want people to enjoy all forms of tennis, both watching the pro tennis as spectators and also having their first experience as tennis players and testing their serve speed and playing with the VR headset. All of them are important pieces of the puzzle, and if they have fun in the fan zone, they're more likely to come back next year and for future events that the Saudi Tennis Federation will organize, inshallah.
Even before the matches began, the Saudi Arabian Ministry of Sport and the Saudi Tennis Federation accomplished a remarkable feat: the transformation of the King Abdullah Sports City into a tennis masterpiece. They have turned it into one of the world's most impressive indoor tennis courts.
That was probably about 3 months of planning, designing, redesigning, and I would say on ground, we only came in 14 days ago. So it's 14 days of just construction work and moving things around and designing over here. With regards to the number of people that are working here, I would say on ground from a construction point of view, we are probably looking at around 3,000 people at the moment.
Incredible facility. I mean, it's everything we wanted for our players. It's the first time we've had the size of this venue for the NextGen ATP Finals, which is really great for our up-and-coming stars, our best players, 21 and under, to kind of showcase this, end their season here. You know, after everything they've worked on, I mean, the access to the facilities they have, the space in the different areas such as the player lounge or the changing rooms, the practice facilities that have been built from scratch basically 3 months ago, amazing. The 2 practice courts there, where we'll be doing some of our pre-event competitions as well, trying to add to the events even more.
The minute I saw the venue, I felt like it would be really nice to have a tennis event in this venue. But I have never imagined that it would be that great. It's amazing. I think it's wonderful. The production is wow. I think it's just stunning.
We are 10 days before the event. We are working very hard to deliver a unique experience for the fans and the players. The staff and the team are working 24/7 to make it happen before 28th November. I'm sure and I'm confident that Saudi Arabia can show to the world that we can host such a big events like ATP NextGen Finals and the different sports.
The NextGen ATP Finals etched an historic chapter as Saudi Arabia's first international tennis extravaganza. A spectacle that not only made history, but left an indelible mark on the hearts of those who witnessed its exceptional brilliance. After 5 full days of action, Hamad Medjedovic capped his breakthrough season by lifting the NextGen ATP Finals trophy, where he recovered from squandering 2 match points in the 4th set against Arthur Fils to win the first 5-set final in tournament history.
I'm very happy, very happy. It's definitely a historic moment for everyone involved. I think it was an unbelievable event. I think the team did really well. Ministry of Sports, Saudi Tennis Federation, and of course our team, we worked well together. We delivered a very historic event for the first time in Saudi Arabia, and it really was a spectacular show. And even the LED screens, the new setup, the players, everyone's super happy.
The first edition of the NextGen ATP Finals, there's 2 feedbacks that are extremely important. One of them, the feedback from the tours and the players, which was extremely positive, being the first time for them within the kingdom. So that's a very nice feeling to have that they enjoyed it. But also the feedback from the community was extremely positive. So I think this is a great platform to build from and to keep focusing on these 2 feedbacks for future editions.
For sure, I think it was a good choice. It's really nice here. The weather is amazing. The facilities are really nice. We're all enjoying our time here. I was talking even to the other players. They're also happy to be here, and I'm also happy to be part of this.
Of course, yeah, as I said, it's the first time to have an international event here, and it's very important in my opinion. I think everyone else will tell you the same thing. Since it's going to help a lot with the development of the game in the region and in the Arab world, and I think all of us as Arabs have been looking for. It's a big push from Saudi Tennis Federation, and of course with the help with the ATP, and I think that's a big step forward for us, and I think it's going to help generate more players from all around the Arab world.
In this groundbreaking inaugural event, enthusiasts from every corner of the kingdom flocked to King Abdullah Sports City for an unforgettable experience. They came to witness the stars of the future and indulge in the exhilaration of top-tier tennis. A celebration where passion and skill converged, creating moments that resonated far beyond the court.
A lot of people were cheering for me today, so it's great, you know, it's great to come out here and see so many young kids out here and cheering for us players. It's just great to play in front of these guys, and I think they had a lot of fun as we did as well, so I'm just very happy. It was a great atmosphere today.
comfortable here. It's an amazing court, an amazing stadium, so I was very happy to be here, to play here against a very good opponent today. Of course, the crowd was cheering for him because he's almost at home, but yeah, of course, they're passionate people, and I'd like to see them in the next couple of days.
Well, we care about the fan and how the fan and the people around the world embrace our sport, and the more community outreach programs like the ones that the Federation of Saudi Arabia and the Ministry of Sport undertook this year was exactly what we needed. We really wanted the embracement of more people, the kids, the schools, education of tennis, understanding how to get people to the site, the fantastic fan zone that was at the venue throughout the period of time.
On the grand stage of top-tier sporting events like this one, Saudi Arabia proudly illuminates its local professionals, showcasing a reservoir of knowledge, high-level expertise, and unparalleled manpower.
Most of my country, the talents we have are experienced by now, and the more we have international events happening inside the country, the more local Saudi people will gain further experience, and together collectively we can make so many things come true.
For sure, definitely. I think Saudis are more than capable than hosting such events in tennis and just in the sporting world in general. I think you've seen here we have Saudis in every part of the job. You've seen them in the operations, in the physios, in the medical, in core operations, everything really. We've seen Saudis all over, and they've done an unbelievable job. I would like to see myself as an example also, being on the ATP Tour, being a Saudi, being also an Arab. Which is very rare to see in the industry, I think, which hopefully I can open a lot of doors and showcase that Saudis have the level. We're very good at our job, and we're here to stay.
Events like this will help us really produce more and more, and this is our job basically, because the event will be here for the next 5 years and then it will go and leave. So what is the legacy that it has left behind? That's why I made sure, in cooperation and collaboration with the ATP, to involve as many Saudis that we can in the operations, in the catering, in the organizing, in the production, in any aspect that I can. Even we went to having a group of girls get into a competition to design the trophy for this event. So this is something I think which is huge, because we have potential in Saudi Arabia, huge potential.
In 2016, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud and Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, launched Saudi Vision 2030, a roadmap to transform Saudi Arabia. The vision lays out targets for diversification, equality, and improving competitiveness, while creating a vibrant society in which everyone can thrive and pursue their passions. The ultimate aim is to improve the quality of life of every resident in Saudi Arabia and to unlock their potential. And since it was launched, every aspect of society for men and women and every sector is making positive progress, including sport and especially tennis. The first ever NextGen ATP Finals in Saudi Arabia is now a resounding reality, marking an historic moment in the kingdom's tennis journey. What is certain is that here, the future of tennis shines brightly. Fueled by the Federation's lofty ambitions, it's evident that the dreams of the people know no bounds. In the kingdom's tennis narrative, the potential is limitless, and the story is only just beginning.
I think the sky is the limit, and we haven't even scratched the surface, but we really would like to, first of all, develop our young tennis players and produce a champion, whether it's a female or a male. This is a dream for us, you know. So this is what we would like to work hard at achieving, to produce someone that represents us internationally at the very high levels, whether it's a girl or a boy, male or female. We would like to be able to host bigger events like ATP 250, 500, WTA 250, 500, 1000. This is also a dream, but we have to take the right steps before we do any of these. So I think there's a lot of room to do a lot of things, but our goal is to produce champions and have international and big events hopefully hosted in our country, so our people can enjoy it also instead of traveling and going abroad to see these events.
Few of our goals is to increase the participation, of course, in tennis in general, to have proper facilities that will enable these participants to play in all of Saudi Arabia. We have 13 regions. Mainly the focus is on 3 regions, but we want to spread the game in all the regions and to have the proper facilities, because proper facilities will help you acquire new participants where they can play, where you can host more tournaments if you built it in the right standards and the right way. And these are some of the goals that we aim for.
So the vision of the Saudi Tennis Federation is mainly focused around participation. It's a long-term vision. It takes time. Like I mentioned earlier, it's been a couple of years of really hard work to make sure the engagement of the community is there, but I see a very bright future inside of the Saudi Tennis Federation and the sport itself, so I think we should all be very excited.
The future in tennis for Saudi Arabia, like let's say in 10 years, it will be way different, way different. Yeah, we will see a lot of Saudis good players. I think we see them in ATP and more champions.
The goal is to position Saudi Arabia
as a top destination in the tennis world.